Oh, that question. I've been watching Dexter, so I think I can pull this off.
Okay. Okay, first thing is give me your first last name and spell it both for me, please.
Okay, I'm Natalia Reynoso, Nataliareynoso.
And I tell you, you're with what's the name of the group you're with?
Healthy RC Youth Leaders.
Healthy RC Youth Leaders?
hmm
Okay, and tell me what that is.
So it originally started off as just kind of a leadership group to try to get youth involved in the city, but it's really expanded since I've joined the group. We do a lot of activities within the community, but we do a lot of collaboration with other community members like the community champions to just try to make a difference in our city.
What does that look like when you're trying to make a difference? I've been to a couple of your meetings. I
Mm-hmm.
know some of the things have influenced your peers. Others are more citywide. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
So some differences I've noticed from my perspective is that a lot of my friends, just from hearing about what I've been doing in the city, have wanted to join the group, which is really exciting for me because it just kind of validates what I'm doing for the city. But besides that, I've always had people from the city come up to me and like thank me for doing a great job improving the city, and most importantly, just kind of making sure that the voice from the youth have a say, especially since a lot of times city council wants to inform all these policies that have to do with youth, but they're not really getting the youth perspective. So that's where we come in and we are really able to make a change.
And from your perspective, how effective has the Healthy RC program been for people, especially in your peer group?
Just personally, I can tell you it's made a huge difference. Originally starting off the group, I've been kind of the shy person, but since joining the group, I've grown a lot. Like, I feel comfortable speaking to you in front of a group of like 100 people. Not too long ago, I presented at a National Childhood Obesity Conference, and that was just really eye-opening because I got to meet with other cities that were doing similar work, but then I also got to voice some of the things that I was doing in my own city, and it was just really interesting to see how a lot of people really look up to Rancho and what we're doing in Rancho. So that just really shows that Rancho should really continue what it's doing for health, especially for youth.
Why did you decide to get involved?
That's a long question. So,
Can you
well,
give me the thumbnail?
yeah. So I was in a volunteer group over at Rancho Cucamonga High School, and one of the officers came up to me and told me about this really interesting opportunity with the city. And at first I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But I noticed that they were really going to have an impact on the city. I did volunteer work for years in high school, but this is only the true group where I felt that I could truly make a difference in my city and that I could actually work hands on. And I really love that about the group.
How important is it for people your age to get involved in the city and how it's run and how things are planned?
I feel like it's just so important, not only for people that want to go to college or wherever they want to end up, but just because it teaches you some professional skills that we're not taught in high school. I was able to learn how to run a focus group, how to interview people, how I should format my resume, and just all these really useful skills that would never have been taught in high school. So no matter what your future plans are, I think it's just a great group overall.
And how old are you now?
I'm 18 right now.
What are your plans?
Well, next year I'll be heading to Wellesley College, but until then I'll be helping out with the group as long as I can.
Well, congratulations. That's
Thank
great.
you.
All right. I think that's good.
Yeah, I was wondering, there was there was a story that you were talking about on how the impact that it's had on you and your family,
Mhm.
some of the healthy eating stuff.
Yeah.
Did you already mention some of that?
No, I don't think I did in this one. Yeah.
Is that
Wanna
something
touch on
you'd be
that?
willing to share?
Yeah, I can.
So let's talk about that. The healthy eating and the influence it's had on you is not only on you but on your family as well.
Yes.
It's like
So from the program, I've learned how to eat better, and that's definitely benefited me, but also my parents and my brother. I've noticed that because I've joined the group, they've been a little more conscious about what they eat. Like, I even got them to finally quit drinking soda, which was huge. I haven't had soda for like 2 years. And same with my mom. She made a commitment to stop drinking soda, and just like little things, because Healthy RCs taught us moderation is really important, and just that you can enjoy, an occasional sweet, but just making sure that what you put in your body is really healthy, and that they'll go walking sometimes with me, and just like little things to try to make their lives a little healthier.
so it's really had an influence not only on you but the people immediately around
Yeah.
you. And is it influencing then on their family members and friends?
Not really, because we're not that close to them. Like, they're in faraway cities. But just from what I heard my mom talk to my aunt, they've definitely been trying to eat a little bit healthier. Some of my closer family members have tried to been active lately, so it's pretty good actually.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, that was definitely. And then you guys, the youth leaders, have been involved in a lot of policy change. What have you done that's made the biggest impact, or that you feel was your most
Biggest accomplishment?
Biggest accomplishment
as a group?
as a group. I've been around the longest, so I should know these. The nutrition standards policy. I know Maylin talked about the complete streets policy. Do you want me to answer right now?
Sure. What have been some of your shining accomplishments since you've been part of the youth group?
Something that I've noticed really clearly is that now the youth have a voice. And a lot of times when you go to a city council meeting, you won't see a lot of teenagers or young people. But since we've joined, we've definitely been able to make sure that the city knows we're here. If they have any questions about policies, like the nutrition standards policy, which I actually presented on, we were able to make sure that they're knowledgeable that youth actually want a healthier lifestyle in their city. They want to inform these policies, and they really want to improve their well-being. So for the most part, I would say that this just being able to state our opinion on these policies has been like the biggest accomplishment.
Was there a specific though policies that you guys kind of championed and saw through?
One of the earlier policies, the nutrition standards policies, is probably the one that we worked the most hands-on on. We had focus groups where we asked other young people in the teen center some of the snacks that they would like to see in the vending machines. And we were also able to get their opinion about healthy eating. And surprisingly, they wanted more healthy options than some of the adults. So that definitely says a lot about what youth want to see in their vending machines.
And so that ended up in a policy that encouraged.
The surveys helped to inform the policy. We had to compromise a little bit on the percentage of healthy options, but we can definitely say that we were satisfied as a group with the outcome.
There was one, I remember way back when. Somebody was talking about changing the menus at the schools to eat healthier at the schools.
Oh, yeah, that was Maylin's kind of feat. She was involved at her school trying to get the lunches to be healthier.
Right.
Yeah.
And it kind of fell through, I think.
It was kind of her personal thing because we can't get involved in schools.
Okay.
That's outside this.
Yeah, that's out the city purview, so.
Can we just ask one more question?
Yes, sir.
What is your vision for Healthy ERC youth leaders kind of moving forward? Like where do you see it continuing to make an impact, or how do you see it evolving, maybe as a result of some of the conversations that have happened for the Healthy ERC strategic plan?
Okay.
You want me to re-ask that? Or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Translate for me, Dave.
Well, I know you'll be heading off to college, but for those that are still involved in the youth program, where do you see it headed? What are some of the goals that the group has in the coming year and years?
Well, since the community forum, we've definitely had a lot of discussion about what we should tackle. Something that was really loud and clear from the community members was that healthy eating is still a priority, and so we're definitely going to continue looking for things that deal with that. But we also heard a lot of talk about sustainability and those efforts, so I definitely see that because that's such a growing movement that maybe we should tap into sustainability, the green movement, trying to just the little things that we can help make a less impact on our earth, make it last longer for us. But besides that, a lot of the talk within our own personal meetings right now is just making sure our community is healthier from the youth standpoint. So that's definitely not going to change. We want to grow in numbers, but at the same time, we just want to make sure that we have the most impact that we can.